Have you ever walked past a toy store after hours and felt a prickle of static on your skin? A sudden urge to look away. You tell yourself it's just dust, shadows, and overactive imagination. But some places in this world refuse to be ignored. Welcome to the tale of Miller's Antiquities, a place where the dolls don't just stare, they observe. And they say that once the lock clicks shut at sundown, the shopkeeper isn't the one in charge anymore. If you've ever wondered why the toys are never in the same place twice, you're about to find out why. The shop sits on the corner of an alleyway that even the streetlights seem to avoid. It's packed floor to ceiling with porcelain dolls, rusted clockwork soldiers, and marionettes with glass eyes that seem to track movement across the room. The locals know the rules. Never go near the glass after midnight. But curiosity is a dangerous thing. 3 years ago, a teenager named Elias decided to test the legend. He pressed his face against the cold pane of glass, phone camera ready, hoping to catch a glitch, a prank, or a wire. He didn't find any wires. At exactly 3:15 a.m., the atmosphere changed. Elias described it as a sudden drop in pressure, a silence so absolute it made his ears ring. Then, the clicking started. It was the sound of stiff, wooden joints forcing themselves to move. Through the glass, he saw the primary display, a Victorian-era dollhouse. He swore on his life that when he arrived, the tiny kitchen table was set for tea. Now, the chairs were overturned, and the doll inside was pressed against the glass of the miniature window, looking out directly at him. But it wasn't just the dolls. The larger figurines, the life-sized harlequins, had shifted. They had turned their heads away from the wall to face the storefront. They weren't just standing anymore. They were leaning, and they were getting closer to the door. Elias started to pull away, but he froze. He realized why the shopkeeper always locked the door, not to keep us out, but to keep them in. He claimed that for one terrifying second, the reflection in the glass didn't show the street behind him. It showed the inside of the shop, and in the reflection, the front door was standing wide open. He hadn't heard a hinge, he hadn't heard a lock turn, but a path had been cleared. The dolls had moved aside, standing in perfect rows, creating an aisleway leading from the back of the store straight to where he stood. He didn't stick around to see what was walking down that aisle. He ran, and he never looked back. Some secrets are better left buried in the dark, behind locked doors and frosted glass. Because the next time you feel like you're being watched in a room full of toys, it's probably not just your imagination. What's the most unsettling thing you've ever seen in an antique store? Drop your experiences in the comments below. If you want more stories that will make you double-check your locks tonight, make sure you hit that follow button.